Guys, I'm back with another video. In this video I'm going to be going over another like hyperpop type beat, and let's get into it. So the first thing I did was go into Hive and create this little pluck pattern, but I also went into the mixer and added Portal, added this little delay effect, and then I also half-timed it, and this is what you get when you add those effects. Then I added this lead which plays throughout the whole song. So yeah, I made sure to like overlap the notes so they like slide into each other and make it like hella smooth. Then I went into Hive again and found this like lead sound, and I just played it in like the 4th octave, and I kept it really basic, but you know, it still adds a lot to the beat. Then I actually went into Serum and found this like Starboy Vox, and I created this like little gated pattern right here. But once again, I also went into Portal and I added this little late speech preset, and here's what you get when you play that. So yeah, I just created like this super like cool effect. And then I basically copied it over, except I pitched this whole chord an octave up, and then I did the same here, except I played it on like the B compared to the C sharp. And yeah, that's basically the whole melody. So now that we're done with the melody, let's get into the drums. Here's my hi-hats, and I actually drew these in compared to like just adding like a 2-step pattern. I just made sure to keep it really bouncy. And one thing I also did was click Alt-R. I basically just clicked Alt-R, moved like the pattern part right here, and went into levels and changed up these velocities right here. And that just like makes it more bouncy and stuff, because all the notes aren't going to be playing at like the same velocity now. So yeah, that's like a little trick. So yeah, that was all of the percussion, so let's get into the 808s. So I found this like sort of like Z 808, but it's not a Z 808. It's kind of short, kind of bouncy, and I basically just created this little 808 pattern. It's sort of like complex, but it's not really like any like hard 808 rolls or like crazy velocity changes or something. Like, it's just like a bouncy pattern, and like I just changed the notes up a little more than I usually do. But yeah, I just made sure like the 808 was like a melodic factor, you know? Considering this is going to be playing throughout the whole song, I didn't just want it to be really boring. So that's why I like changed up the notes a lot. So yeah, all of those drums may have sounded like boring and stuff without like anyone playing. So yeah, all of those drums may have sounded like boring like when they just play one by one, but when together they sound super like bouncy and stuff. All I did to my 808 was boost up the EQ a little bit, turn it into a box shape, and then put on cut self. As for the rest of my mixing, I added the soft clipper to the master, and then for that pluck melody, obviously I added Portal and halftime, but then I also added this EQ. This is the EQ for that like sine type lead. This is the EQ for that like bassy reverb type sound. And then as you can see, I also added Fruity Love filter to it. And then this is the EQ for that Starboy Vox preset. And obviously I also added that Portal preset to it. And yeah, that's literally all the pieces of the beat. Then I just went ahead and arranged it. I started out with the verse right here. Then I added this little bass thing for like changing up the verse. And then the hook right here is basically the Vox thing. And then I added like the second version of the Vox thing where it goes higher. And then it basically repeats. And then for the final chorus, I removed like the drums for like the first half of the bar, but then basically everything else is the exact same. And then I added this little outro right here. So yeah, this was a pretty dope beat. If you guys thought the same, or at least were inspired or learned something from this video, please make sure to leave a like and sub. And yeah, I'm gonna drop a new video tomorrow. And with that being said, here's the full beat.